Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today, inshallah, I will show you how to make Shami Kabab. This kebab goes well with to make sandwiches. You can just eat with roti. You can eat with just rice or anything. It's very delicious. You should try it out and let me know how it comes out. And in order for to making the Shami kebab, what I have shown here is all what you need. The meat, it could be goat meat, it could be chicken meat if you want, or beef, whatever you prefer, you can put any meat here. And I need chana dal here, and I'll be adding some black pepper, some garam masala, and some coriander powder. And I also roasted some whole cumin or jeera and a few red chilies, garlic, ginger, and some onion. We're going to cook all this thing together, pressure cook, except the other thing, the plate what I've shown the other side, and along with some salt, of course. And the other plate I've shown is including mint, coriander or cilantro, some green chilies, and some onion. Those things we will chop it with using a chopper, and then once we cook all these things together, then we'll mix it. I'll show you step by step what to do next. So next thing is I'm going to mix everything, all the masalas, all the dal, everything together, the roasted the jeera and the red chilies together, and then ginger, garlic, onion, everything together. We're going to grind it. Once it's cooked, we're going to grind it together, and a little bit of water. You don't want to put too much water. And I forgot to mention that the meat could be either with bones or without bones. Without bones is easier because eventually you need to take the bones out. So I just put the meat with boneless meat, and put a little bit salt. I think this salt should be good enough. Maybe I'm going to put a little bit more water because since we put a dal together, it's going to become thicker. So I think this should be good enough. And then we're just going to pressure cooker it. I just add a little bit more water to make sure that we have enough water, and I mix it thoroughly. I'm going to close the pressure cooker now. And it depends on what kind of meat you're cooking, and we need to put the timing. And since I'm going to be cooking beef here, so I will be waiting for one whistle, and once the one whistle comes, then you want to put it in a kind of like a sim, like around like I have like a medium flame. You want to leave it for maybe like 20 minutes or so. So it will be cooking in a slow cooker so the meat will become really tender. Okay, let's check it out. The pressure is gone. How it looks. I see a little bit water still there. So I'm going to put it in a medium, leave it open to just dry it out a little bit. For some more time. I'm going to see the meat is cooked. Looks like the meat is cooked, but I just see some little water. So I'm going to leave it on a medium flame for some more time until this water gets dried up. Okay, so now the water, everything is gone, and you can see it. So this is the advantage of putting in a medium flame and cooking it. As you can see, nothing is stuck in the bottom. And if you put in too high flame, and meat may not cook, but you get stuck in the bottom. So this is exactly what I'm looking for. This is exactly the way I want it to be. And next, I want to show you the chopping of the onion, the cilantro, mint, and things like this. I'll show that. So this is my choppers, mini chopper. So I'm going to put everything with the chopper. And I'll chop it. I don't want to put it in the grinder. We don't want to make it as a paste. We just want to chop it. So that's why I'm putting a chopper and not the grinder. Looks to be done. Yeah, that's exactly what I need. Okay, I transferred the meat into the jar, which I'm going to grind it. And this is the the onions and cilantros and mint and all those things chopped. So first I want to grind this into paste, then I'll mix it with this and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, this is exactly what I was looking for. This is ground into paste, kind of not really too much of paste, but paste it. Yeah, one other ingredients I forgot to show in the beginning was an egg. Just I added the egg, as you can see, and I'm going to use my hand to mix it thoroughly so the onions and the cilantro and all those things get mixed with the meat along with the egg. So, and then we're going to make kebab after that. So make sure you throw nicely. We're here on this special day. Our hearts are full of pleasure. A day that brings the two of you close together. We added the eggs. I feel a little bit wet. So in order just to make it a little bit thicker, I'm going to add some flour. You can add rice flour. You can add atta. You want to add corn flour. Whichever flour you prefer, you can add. Not too much though, just a little bit, as I've seen, and I'm going to mix it properly again. And if you still feel a little bit wet, I mean, you can add a little bit more. Don't add too much though. This is just to make it a little bit thicker. So, and I kept a plate here. You can see I already oiled the plate because I'm going to, and I oiled my hands also. So I'm going to make a kebab now. And if you want to freeze it, actually it's good, you can freeze it. Actually, you make it flat like this. You can freeze it and then you can fry it. Because when you freeze it and fry it is much better than frying it fresh. But today I'm going to show you also to be fresh. But it works much better if you freeze it first. So while frying it, it doesn't break. Sometimes when it is fresh, it might break. So from the mixtures, we made around like 2 dozen of kebabs. This many you can, as you see. And I'm also planning to fry a couple of fresh ones, but it's better and easier that if you can at least freeze it for some time and then fry it, it will be good. Once it's frozen, it's easy, and you can even pack it in a different Ziploc bags, in like a 5 or 6 at each bag, so you can just take out and fry as needed. Fried some kebabs, and as you can see, it's ready to be served. So please try it out and let me know how it comes up, and don't forget to subscribe. Jazakallah khair.